Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fox.
Oh man, you got the sexy voice all up in here tonight, man. This is how it's gonna be, man. Sexy voice time. Jules, what's going on, my friend?
Nothing much. It's Tuesday. It's a normal day for us.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like yesterday, I was like, what day is it? Is it Friday? I literally thought it was Friday, and it was Monday. I was, really sad, because, Friday is a fun day,
Yeah. But every day is starting to blur into another.
It is. And just counting down the days to Neotropolis, I'm just like, every day they put up a new picture, and it's like, I feel like it's the same number every single day. It's like 38 days. 38
No, actually, days. I still have to work on bits of my costume, so that counter coming down is freaking me out.
Oh, so it's got the adverse effect to you.
It's stressing me out.
Fast. I've been working.
Speaking of Neotropolis,
yeah.
Our guest tonight.
That's right.
All the way from the far reaches of Atlanta.
Yes. We've been on quite the Atlanta kick.
Yeah. Watch out for snakes. Welcome to the show.
What's up? Thanks for having me, y'all. I appreciate coming back.
Yeah,
dude. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to you tonight. We're excited to see you at Neo because, as we were saying, you and I were talking before Dennis jumped on and the show started. There's gonna be a lot of familiar and friendly faces.
Yeah, I love these kinds of events because it's always just a family reunion of sorts, and just a good excuse to see all my peeps.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm now realizing there's more and more of us that we're at Neon Retrofest that will be at Neo this year.
That's right. Yeah, I feel like everyone I talk to is pretty much going at this point. It's a good vibe. It's really nice to be able to just connect with people that you haven't seen in years, and it's just a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, Jules.
And by the way, I want to remind our listeners we are live.
Yes.
So if you are in the YouTube chats or if you're in the nightride.fm chat, pop in and say hi because we like to shout out names so that we can prove we are live.
yeah, it's always good to call people out, shout them out, But yeah, this is great. So yeah, I've been working on my costume too. I should say costumes. Every day though, I think it's my ADHD brain. I just come up with something new that I want to do, and I just kind of spiral into this new project. Now I'm just building this. I don't even know what it is. It's a little, it's a little name tag. And there's this little thing you order from AliExpress, and there's this thing you print out and you paint it up, and it's a little digital LED name tag. And I'm like, all right, sure, I ain't got nothing better to do. So now I'm 3D printing that.
Matt, you have no idea how much trinkets and things.
Oh my God.
Groot has been working on.
I got so many trinkets. I can't.
You guys are making me anxious.
I know.
I was already anxious. So
you're not alone.
This is going to be my first Neotropolis, and I am so intimidated by all of the video footage that I've seen of people walking around in cosplay, and also just my fellow performers. I feel like everybody else that is performing at Neo, they already have some kind of, built-in aesthetic to them, whether it's a helmet or a cool outfit, something like that.
Some already looking like astronauts, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They fit the vibe, and I'm torn right now because I want to make sure that I'm in theme with everybody, but I'm also trying to figure out how to do that the right way on stage to maintain my brand too. Because I've got a very specific look that
You got the hood. Hood is very cyberpunk.
So we were talking when we started the season this year. Our first guest was Jared.
Yeah.
And he wants to remind people that on site there are fake tattoo places which will tattoo circuitry onto your face.
Yes.
And you can buy, there are vendors there that will sell clothing or accessories with lights on them and stuff. So and not everyone is walking around in some sort of Iron Man mechanized freaking.
Yeah, you're gonna come across your guys in when in doubt, just wear black. That is like
Yeah.
kind of like the cyberpunk go-to. But you can totally get away with like because you got the hood, usually like a hoodie or a hood. I know that you like to rock a lot of times, and like just put on some like crazy glasses, like some, throw some AliExpress.
You know what?
specials.
Those cheap LED glasses you can get off Amazon. Everyone wears them.
Yeah.
So what I've got planned, like I don't want to give too much away because then it's just gonna take all the fun out of the surprise. But but I do have a black denim jacket that I'm wearing instead of like the blue one that I normally wear, and then I bought these goggles that look kind of steampunk, cyberpunk.
There you go.
Looking,
Perfect.
and I'm not very crafty, but I'm gonna try. I bought two pairs of these goggles. I'm gonna try and set it up so that it looks like I've got like 3 eyes essentially,
Nice.
and try and wear that. I'm sure it's gonna be the type of thing where I wear it out on stage for like the first 30 seconds.
And you'll be like, I hate this.
It either comes flying off my face, or like I will just get too hot and just take it off. But but I'm also thinking about rocking some like elbow pads and knee pads like over the denim. I've got some ideas on how to kind of like spruce things up a bit, but I also want to try and figure out how to stay mobile on stage, because that's a big part of what I do.
Ask Dennis about my troubles last year, because I had ordered a new 3D printed Guy Fawkes, my neon fox mask, and it was the first time I was really wearing it before we went up to DJ, and I couldn't see out of it because I had to stick my glass.
I couldn't see a thing.
I couldn't fit my glasses under the mask, and I need my glasses to see, so I brought an extra pair of glasses and punched the lenses out and glued them to the eyepieces on the mask.
That was amazing.
The glue kind of smudged everywhere, and then when I turned the lights on the mask, it reflected off the glue, so I couldn't see shit. It was
good idea in theory.
And not only that, the mask had like these 2 bolts, because it had a hinged jaw for the first time. The 2 bolts the guy made, were just sticking into my forehead.
Yeah, mobility's key. That's definitely it.
By the way, I do want to do a shout out to folks in the chats.
Yeah.
Shout out to FF and to our friend Craig Packman, all the way down in Perth, Australia. Yeah, good eye.
Oh yeah, Craig.
Yeah. And we've also got Scary Guy in the chat.
Scary Guy, who's been doing some streaming on Rect, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Over on YouTube, we got Pizza Milo and 7 Rising. We're going to hear a track from him later on. That's Jonah.
Nice.
We've also got Jack DeHarts has joined us in the YouTubes. And back in the IRC, we've got Boop and our buddy Vosto, all the way from Romania.
Nice.
And finally, Toxxic Project over in YouTube. We're going to hear a track from him as well.
Nice. Very good. All right. Well, speaking of tracks, I think we probably talked a little bit too much about. I feel like we can never talk enough about Neotropolis, but we should probably play a song just to kind of get things rolling.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Let's kick things off with a song from Seattle artist Michael Weber's latest album, Italian Tune-Up. And this album, it's chock full of great city pop. Basically every track on here.
I love the name Italian Tune-Up. That just says, it
now,
screams so many things in my head.
Mr. Weber recently bought himself an Alfa Romeo, so I can understand where the inspiration from this album came from.
Oh my God. Okay.
Unfortunately, this is his last album.
What?
He's moving on from music.
What?
Yeah, so I think he's probably just going to be delivering sushi from his Alfa Romeo now.
I don't believe it. I think music is like, it's like being in the mafia, like once you feel like you've gotten out of it, like there's always something pulling you in. So, but who knows? Maybe we'll be delivering some, like you said, some sushi out of or pizza. I mean, if he's getting the Italian, I don't know, tuna.
He's a sushi chef, so
yeah, it's true.
She sells sushi by the sea.
Well, he's got a. What kind of Japanese cars can he drive around?
I don't know. Get a Nissan Skyline.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Anyways, quick shout out to Pixel Shader and System Glitch, who joined us in the IRC chat.
Hey, my man.
Yeah. So this is Michael Weber. with Mozzafiato from the album Italian Tune-Up, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Michael Weber with the Mazzaflate.
Mozzafiato.
Oh, good Lord. I can't do that.
By the way, quick shout out to Infamy, who has joined us in the RC. We'll be seeing him at Neotropolis.
Yeah.
And over in the YouTubes, Kylie Hausman has joined us.
Hey, Kylie. Very good. All right, so we are with the wonderful Watch Out for Snakes, or WOFS as short, or Matt, I guess. Can we call you either one? I like WOFS because it's kind of
I feel like we've known each other long enough to where Matt is definitely.
Yeah.
Mr. Snakes or Sir Watch Out.
Yeah, we've been to a few events together. I think the last one we went to was probably Neon Retrofest?
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
I was just about to say, last time we had you on the show, checks notes, was April 2022 or April 2022.
Oh, that's right. You were on.
And that was a year before we saw you in person at Neon Retrofest in
Right.
2023.
I'm trying to think about what was happening in 2022. I think that was
It was
the tour with
tour.
Street Cleaner.
Yes.
Yeah. It was the with the Street Cleaner and I know long before that we had you on with Gregorio Franco.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah,
Glitch
so
Black. Yeah.
This is the
Glitch
first time
Black.
we've had you on, I think, by yourself as Watch Out for Snakes. Just watch out for snakes.
No, we hadn't. April 2022, we had him by himself.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Yeah. Quick shout out, by the way, to Dysterian, our friend from Poland who never sleeps.
Yeah. Thanks for checking in, my man. Yeah, it was nice to see so many people checking in. It's nice. We're so excited to be talking to all. You know, we really started to do this dig dive into the Neotropolis, but of course, you know, you're out rocking all kinds of shows. You're pretty much like literally like if there's like any type of convention or music festival going on, like I feel like you're like right there, like whether it's like MagFest or you're gonna say I never went to MagFest, and I'm gonna feel like boob.
No, no, you're right. Like I occupy this really sweet spot in between like video game music and synthwave, I guess, and so that positions me optimally. So
I mean,
I can go to all the nerd stuff.
What else is there though? Video games and synthwave. I feel like you kind of covered.
Well, I mean, if we're describing my music, like it's more of like synth punk is kind of what I'm leaning into these days. So it's almost got like more of a Devo like flair to things, and that's just. I've been trending more vocals lately, just because I wanted to have more of a message out in the world. I felt like going instrumental was just not where I was with the state of the world being what it is. So yeah, a lot of the new stuff that I'm working on right now, it's got more of a synth punk.
Nice.
Kind of,
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's roses.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
By the way, quick shout out to Johnny Five. He's alive.
Hey, welcome. That's cool. I haven't actually heard a lot of your stuff with vocals, so I'm excited to hear some of the new stuff. Now,
watch out for Snakes has something to say now.
Yeah. Well, it's good. Like I feel like it does fit your brand too, because I think you do have that that punk aura, about you too. Like, being out there with the guitar, you definitely have the look, and people are rocking out. And I think nowadays having a message is good. It's good.
I guarantee you, when you go to see Watch Out for Snakes on a stage, it's not like other synthwave artists where you're sort of like holding up a lighter.
No.
And singing Kumbaya.
You were definitely not.
No. Matt's like front and center on the front monitor with his foot up.
Yeah.
And I don't know how your neck doesn't fall off because the head banging is intense.
When
I try to follow along the next day, I'm regretting it.
I've never synthwave like bashed my head, but like I do it like at the Watch Out for Snake shows. I think it's you have to, man. You got to get into it, and you get into it, and you get the crowd going, and it's a lot of fun. Your shows are a lot of fun. You got a lot of energy. I don't know where you get the energy on stage.
I'm absorbing it from all of you. All
right.
Like a vampire, a stage energy vampire that I'm just like absorbing everything from the crowd. But,
a chipwave vampire.
Right? And like everything for me is about the performance. Like I really enjoy that reciprocal energy on stage when the crowd is really into stuff, and I do feed off of it. We were joking, but like I do feed off of that with my performance. So when like the crowd is super into it, I love that, and I'm still chasing that high from the first band that I was ever in, which was a hardcore punk band, and I was actually rocking the guitar and that hardcore punk band back in 2003.
Wow.
So, wow.
That's pretty awesome. A guitar in a punk band, which is
that's crazy.
That's got flavor. I like that.
Yeah. So, but you were playing a lot of floor shows, and it was very like localized, like very intimate style venues. So everything is kind of like chasing that first high of having the crowd right in your face and bumping into you and just kind of throwing down with them. So that's the kind of energy that I really appreciate live.
Yeah. Craig Packman says synth punk wave. That doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but
synth punk wave.
It pretty much is. It's your wheelhouse. I can't say words.
Wheelhouse.
I feel like.
By the way, quick shout out to Death Racer.
Hey.
I gotta shout people out.
Yeah.
So speaking of, standing on stage and sucking up all the energy. So we got our Neotropolis spiel out at the beginning of the show, but let's just talk a little bit more about it. Do you know what night you are on stage at Neotropolis?
I do. I am Friday night at 8 p.m. So I'll be kind of kicking things off at the core, which is like the main stage there at Neotropolis, from what I'm told. And I think the rest of the artists that night: Street Cleaner, Night Rider 87, and Eclectotron.
That's
so that's one of the better nights.
That's a heavy lineup.
I mean, they're all going to be good nights, Jules.
Well,
I don't know what you're.
Well, I mean,
what are you talking about?
Droid Bishop Saturday, Droid Bishop. I mean, who's that? But yeah, Dennis and I were on last Friday, or we were on Friday last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're amongst the greats.
Yeah, Fridays are good.
I'm following in your hallowed footsteps.
Yeah, it was way too cold when we went out there.
So I was talking with Seersha, who is also performing this year, and she performed last year, as you know. And I've been chatting with a bunch of the different artists that are playing this year that have played previously, because we're all friends at this stage. But I was asking her, hey, do you have any tips for
dress warm
Neotropolis performer? And one of her tips was, make sure that you're wearing something warm on stage, because I did not account for getting sandblasted with cold wind while I was up there. And so I was like, hey, I've got my normal like jean jacket, hoodie, and pants. Like I should be good. I'll have the goggles. I'll be good.
Dress for two seasons.
Well, here's the thing.
Winter and summer.
Here's the thing. We've been saying that we've been really, shouting from the rooftops, layers, warm. I'm looking at the temperature for where the location is, and we'll just say, it's another planet, right? At the
Kepler 609
609. And I guess if we were to like calculate it in Fahrenheit, it would be.
What's that?
I don't know. Don't make me do Celsius, Jules.
Give it to me in Kelvin.
Do not. Isn't that the same thing as Celsius?
No.
Oh God. There's a third.
There's four of them.
There's what?
Yeah. Every time they needed to find a lower temperature because they found they could go colder and colder, they came up with another one. But anyways, I digress.
86. Continue. It's 86, which is.
Yeah, in the daytime. Well, remember, it's a desert. So at nighttime, that drops down to like 30 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it does drop down. It'll drop down. But I've been really trying to play Mr. Weatherman, and I think right now, being March, and April's like another month away, so who knows?
Well, it is. So one
Come
thing,
prepared.
Matt, this year the event is taking place a week later, which could make all the difference in terms of warmth. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be worse than Boston, which is where I was a couple of weeks ago for Boston Bit Down. So that was, I mean, it was snowing there.
It doesn't snow.
I mean,
it doesn't snow in a desert.
It was a great event because they had it split across a couple of different venues that were all in fairly close proximity, but it still required enough walking in Boston to, have to thaw your hands out once you actually got that.
Just remember this. There are buildings at Neotropolis, plenty of buildings for shelter.
Yeah.
But when you're out on that main stage, so Jared, apparently they're putting up windbreakers.
And they turned it. Didn't they turn the core? They turned the core stage?
No, I think it's still facing the same direction, but now they're going to have these giant windbreakers behind the crowd. Because where it is, it's at the bottom of a hill. And so the cold air sinks to the bottom, towards the ground, and then rushes down that hill right into the face of the people performing.
It's amazing. I've
So
never
you
seen
get cold
anything
air,
like
dust, and sand. It feels like another planet. It's great.
it. Yeah.
I'll just keep you close to me, Jules, because you're always full of hot air.
Body heat.
Yeah, you're so right. Speaking of, I think it's time for a song. Enough with my hot air. So there's another performer who's going to be there, Mr. Feet Steamer.
Yes.
And he's done a remix of one of your tracks.
Yeah.
Actually, he's done a couple of remixes.
Yeah, good old
Yeah.
Jesse.
Now, this
He's
is
a
one
good
of your
guy.
more iconic tracks, and it's from the album Peripherals, which features remixes of your tracks from everybody. Do you want to tell us about how you managed to get Jesse to remix Fight Those Invisible Ninjas?
I mean, I don't want to have to say I twisted his arm too hard. I think that the issue is that we wanted to collaborate on a couple of different tracks and we couldn't decide. So he actually has two different remixes on there, which is awesome. Like I ended up winning that. But yeah, we had just gone on tour. I think the year before, and we're still kind of riding that high. And Jesse and I have been friends for a while in the scene, and I've always respected his work. So he was definitely like one of the first people that I thought of when I was kind of conceptualizing the remix album. So I was glad that he picked Fight Those Invisible Ninjas. Like you said, I think that's one of the singles that I'm most well known for.
I think that's my favorite track.
I enjoyed playing it, but yeah.
Well, so this Peripherals album, it came out like way back in January 2023. So that was before Neon Retrofest, after we had you on the show last. And as I'm wont to do, I always jump to an older track first before we get into the newer stuff.
Yeah, it's a
So-
banger. It's a classic.
Yeah. So here it is. Yeah, it's got the sheets cleaner treatment.
Sooner or later, we're gonna run out of puns. I think we
All right.
are. I don't know.
So here it
Cat
is.
Temper still has them coming.
Oh yeah, Cat Temper's full of them. So from the album Peripherals, this is Watch Out for Snakes with Fight Those Invisible Ninjas, the Street Cleaner remix, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Fight Those Invisible Ninjas by Watch Out for Snakes with the Street Cleaner remix. I like that was like a minute long, that outro. That was pretty wild.
The meat beater remix.
Was that Jesse's idea, or was that your idea, or was that your idea for Jesse to remix, or I forget how the original even goes, but that's a pretty long outro.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just gave everybody free reign. I kind of just opened it up to everybody, let them pick what songs they wanted to do. The only rule I had was that I wasn't going to double up on songs. I don't remember. There may be like one double up on the album, but
there isn't.
Okay, well, there you go. You know my music better than I do.
And I love you got Mega Ran on there too.
Yeah, it was great. Like it started out. I mean, it ended up being like all of the friends that I've played with over time. I ended up reaching out to all these artists that I've gotten to know and respect, and it was awesome getting folks like Mega Ran and Makeup and Vanity Set and like Null Sleep, all these people that I just really love. So that's one of my favorite things that I put out, just because it's full of like my favorite friends, and it was really cool seeing what everybody came up with. Every time somebody was sending in a new track, it was a little surprise gift for me, because I knew that everybody was going to knock it out of the park, and everybody did.
Yeah, they very much killed it. So.
By the way, Pizza Milo reminded me, next week we've got Feet Steamer on the show.
Oh, that's right.
So we're covering our Neo bases here.
Keeping it rolling, yeah.
So, Matt, I want to ask you, because I think I've seen pictures. Not only do you slam down with the guitar on the stage, but when you're producing and stuff, we'll get into the DAW and the VSTs and things. But you have some gadgets wired up, don't you, to extract some of these retro sounds?
Yeah, I mean, most of what I use are virtual synths. I used to use hardware on stage, like an actual NES, like a lot of my other chiptune counterparts, but it just was so finicky. Every time I was setting up for a show, there would always be something that I was trying to troubleshoot last second.
You got to take the cartridge out and blow in it, put it back
in. Yeah, it was the equivalent. Yeah, it's either like a bad audio cable or connection or what have you. So it got to a point where I just was like, I'm gonna run virtual synths. It's more reliable. It's easier to travel with. So my onstage setup is kind of running through main stage as my main kind of DAW live, and then I do have the Nintendo on stage with me, but
nice.
The Nintendo that I have has been kind of gutted and turned into a housing for my audio interface.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
Yeah, so it's I just recently, and when I say recently, it was probably over a year ago now, but I added some kind of red track lighting to the inside, so it's got kind of a cool vibe. When it's kind of half open, there's a red light that comes out of it. It looks spooky, but yeah, it's mainly just for show, just for like the aesthetic of things, just to remind people that a lot of the virtual synths that I'm using are like rooted in the original NES sound chip, other than that, I've got an Alpha Juno that I have on stage with me, which is necessary because otherwise my guitar signals would not be able to be interpreted correctly by my computer, because the guitar that I have is so old that it needs an old synth is kind of like the go-between to bridge to newer computers.
Oh, that's wild. So wait, you have the synth in between the guitar and the computer?
And the DAW.
Yeah. So the connection from where I am, it goes guitar to Alpha Juno to audio interface to computer.
Oh, that's wicked.
Easy.
It's easy.
Now, not only do you have like the cool, Terminator NES up on stage with you, and your Alpha Juno and your guitar, but your visuals that you have projected behind you. I mean,
Yeah.
you had this cool music video. You got the 8-bit stuff going on, and people who helped make these videos. How was that? Like, that was amazing. How did you come about that? Because I remember back in the days when Starfare was, the COVID days.
Yeah, the
When
dark days
Starfare
of
was doing the monthly streams.
streaming internet shows. Yeah.
And I think that was one of the first times you busted out one of your cool WOFS 8-bit videos.
Yeah, and actually, like, that video was like so impressive. You basically were put into a video game. Like, how did that come about? Did that get animated? Did that get programmed? Like, what was the genesis of that, and where did you get the idea? Because that was just such a cool idea.
Oh, thanks. So when I'm normally performing live, I'm generally just using this logo loop. All credit to that logo loop go to Glitch Black, actually. He put that together for me back when we were getting ready to go on tour. And it's the same logo loop. I think I've updated the logo since then, but other than that, it's all his work up there, and that's kind of my go-to default for live stuff. But for what the performance that you're talking about,
it was a one-off thing.
The Synth Valley Stream Fest when that was happening during COVID. My whole goal with that, I had already performed once in the very first Synth Valley Stream Fest, and I kind of wanted to do something different. I kind of felt, I've already done the regular performance in a bedroom, streaming like during COVID times, but I wanted to play around with the medium because I'd seen these awesome things that like Street Cleaner had done, and his first Synth Valley Stream Fest. I don't know if you
where he's
playing behind
the car,
walking behind like the car and everything. So, and I think LA Arson had like broadcast from a rooftop in Denver and was freezing when they did that. So I was inspired by like all the great creativity of the artists that had been participating up until that point, where I just wanted to do something that people couldn't get in a normal live performance from me. And so I have some animation experience because that different story for a different time, but like that was me in a previous life. I used to do animation.
Oh wow!
work.
Oh, so you did the animation yourself?
So I can't take full credit. So the pixel design of me is by a great artist named Aaron Go Brad on Instagram. He's actually the one that did that design of Pixel Me. If you do like a search on any like GIF,
that's I also love the fact you're on every GIF. You're on Giphy and.
Yeah, but that's his design is that character, and he initially created that for a podcast that he does, but I co-opted that for the enamel pens that are up on my merch store, and I'll have some of those at Neotropolis, but I took the sprites that he had created for that character and created like a whole animation. Like I did all the animation that wasn't like the sprites for that specific character. So yeah, it took a while to create, but
it paid off.
I thought it was a fun kind of way to frame up, the fact that I'm taking inspiration from video games, and that's kind of was always my inspiration for the project, is that this is, the soundtrack to a video game that never existed, which I know is probably like a kind of like I feel like everybody uses that term in some way.
But it's so bang on the. Like you're hitting the nail on the head, right?
Yeah, usually like the go-to cliche is like the movie that at least you give it a little bit of a twist when it's the soundtrack to a video game, and video games is like another topic too that's close to my heart, because I am I would say an avid gamer, retro. I've been getting into like a lot of the retro games and stuff like that. Do you play do you have time? Like when you're not writing music, do you have time to like play, some of the retro games or some of the modern games? Are you a gamer?
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm that nerd that never got rid of a gaming system as he was growing up. So
I have
like
everyone. I'm right with you.
Like my first gaming system was actually an Atari, which I guess I need to take back
5200 or
was it a 2600?
2600, yeah.
Nice.
Wait, now was it the Vader edition with the 6 switches on it and the wood paneling?
Yeah, that was mine. I love that one.
I don't think so.
Sorry.
Green Atari.
I collect these things.
Jules collects them, he just never plays them.
No, they sit in my den looking pretty for the day I donate them to a museum or something.
No, the NES is the first system that I really had like a solid like childhood memory of, and that was like my first real like system that I owned, and I still have that same NES to this day, and I've got it hooked up in my bedroom right now. I'm doing a playthrough of the original Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Right now, just because that was one of those games that I rented back when I was a kid, and I couldn't figure out how to equip weapons and armor, and until it was time to return the game to the video rental store, and my mom was,
that's the worst.
like yelling at me like it's got to go back now, and I was like, no, I just figured out how to play this game.
Yeah, a lot of them do have a learning curve. That's the thing with, especially some of like the RPGs and the JRPGs and stuff like that. Like it's like literally like, well, now they have like this Crimson Desert, which has like 58,000 different mechanics.
Well, you forget about it, but the copy of Final Fantasy, I actually have like the box and like the instruction manual with it, and that instruction manual is literally like 80 pages of just lore and like here's how to play like the first half of the game. Like it doesn't just go into like basic tutorial of like how to like buy things, how to equip things. It literally has a walkthrough because it was kind of one of the first styles, like it was one of the first like RPG style games, and so they're trying to teach people how to actually play this style of game. And
right.
I guess they felt like they needed to explicitly tell people like here's exactly what to do for
these things are
like
hearts.
The first half of the game. Yeah.
You start with 3 hearts. When you lose your hearts, like I feel like that is kind of like what they had to do, because I mean if you think about it, like the RPGs, like the JRPGs or whatever you want to call them, they were invented in the 80s. Like they didn't have anything before it was like you have a dot on a screen and you got to go through the maze, like literally like they invented these things, and they had to explain the mechanics, because like now it's sort of like homogenized, you know what I mean? Like everyone kind of, the B button dash, it dodges, and everything's like a Souls-like, or like everything fits into like a box. But like back in the day, like they had like, this guy's in a jungle and he's like jumping over top of crocodiles, or the Legend of Zelda just blew up, like, and people didn't know how.
There was like no frame of reference for anything at that point.
Right. Everything was new. Like it was just like an adventure, no pun intended. And I loved it. I thought it was great. My favorite and first game that I had that I think was just like the most special to me was the solid gold. It was real gold, Jules. The Legend of Zelda, original Legend. It was solid gold. I'd never seen anything like it, and
the gold cartridge, yeah.
And then like I got the Zelda 2, and that one was gold too. And then like for some reason that trend just like completely died. They were like, these. Like these cartridges got to be like massive amount of money
favorite
to produce.
So when the NES came out, I had a Sega Master System, and one thing I couldn't get over was everybody fawning over the NES because the sprites would flicker.
Oh right.
And that never happened on the Sega Master System, but the Sega Master System couldn't compete with Nintendo's massive library.
Yeah.
And finally, I eventually got a Nintendo because there's 2 games that stuck out for me: Bionic Commando, and Master Blaster.
They were bad.
That was another great one.
Oh yeah, those were great. And that finally, my poor Sega Master System had to go on the shelf.
Yeah, I mean,
And
It was
until the Genesis came out.
Yeah,
And then,
which was
as Scary Guy says, Genesis did what Nintendo didn't.
yeah. I was a Nintendo guy.
It's what
then a
Nintendo. This is what it
Right,
was.
what Nintendo.
don't-
Yes.
What Nintendo didn't.
I feel like I want to have I just want to have a video game podcast. Can we just spin that off, Jules?
No, you mentioned this before.
I know.
By the way, quick shout out to Jeff Creature.
Hey, welcome.
Hearts
and Beta too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hearts and Beta. Yeah. G'day.
Sweet for that.
I think it's time to play a song because we are taking up too much of his waffiness's time here.
His waffiness.
Yes. So last week we had a fellow artist of your, a neighbor of yours, I guess you could say, Seersha,
Yeah.
who is also going to be at Neotropolis this year. She was there last year, and I guess you've met her in person, right?
Oh yeah. So Seersha and I were great partners when I was doing the Terminus Retrowave series of concerts here in Atlanta. She was basically we had a collective. There were multiple artists that were helping out with that, but Seersha was really the one that was doing the lion's share, aside from myself. So she was a great partner in that, and has always been super supportive, and it's just a really pleasant personality in the scene.
Oh, she's amazing. Now, do you find her really, really tall? Because when I was standing next to her, I felt like a little person.
I mean, she is tall. Yeah. But
You're just shrinking.
But
Jules.
I'm used to that because I'm short. I'm 5'6", so I'm just used to everybody.
Right,
being
well,
taller
you and
than
I
me.
I'm 5'7", so we'll walk around Neotropolis looking like twins then. Anyways, so you did a track with her.
Yeah.
It's a little bit recently. It was April last year.
Oh, nice.
And this song, I Don't Want to Wait. Do you want to tell us anything about it?
Sure. I am a huge closet Dawson's Creek fan.
Oh
and
my God,
that-
me too.
That was the intro song. As many people will remember. So
I was gonna sing I Don't Want to Wait, but I was like, it can't be that song. And then it's that song.
It is. If you go to YouTube and you see kind of the silly video that I put together to accompany this is kind of like a quote unquote music video. It's literally just James Vanderbeek cut into a bunch of drive scenes.
R.I.P. James.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
I was and the funny thing is, the thing that got me into Dawson's Creek, and it was totally the Barbra Streisand effect. It was the internet talking about how horrible Dawson's Creek was. It was the worst teeny bopper show ever, and I'm like, all right, surely it can't be that bad. So I'm like,
it is.
I watched it, and I'm like, yeah, it's a little campy. And then I watched the second episode, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely cheesy. And then by the time I got to the fifth episode, I was like, what am I doing with my life? And then that was it. I was hooked. I was a Pacey, I was shipping Pacey and what's the girl's name?
Joey
and Pacey. Did they have a name? Like people who shipped
what, JC or
JC? Yeah. I was a JC. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I had the same relationship with it. It was kind of a slow burn.
It was
for me,
right.
where
It's
it was
bad.
It was on in the background, and then it turned into something that I was tuning into. Unfortunately,
when the sad news came out of Mr. Vanderbeek there, one of my Plex friends asked me to download Dawson's Creek onto my Plex server, and I did.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
No.
You gotta watch it.
I've got so many things to watch. It'll sit on the back burner for a while. But anyways, I digress. Karen Zoe Lee has joined us in the IRC, and we'll be seeing her at Neotropolis too.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
So yeah, it is really like a neon retrofest retro revival
Future punk
thing.
festival.
Anyways, this is Watch Out for Snakes with I Don't Want to Wait, featuring Seersha, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Watch Out for Snakes with Seersha with I Don't Want to Wait. We were just having a nice little chat behind the scenes of Dawson's Creek and puppets. I don't know how we got on the subject of puppets, but...
we're talking about Farscape.
Yeah. I want to see... I didn't know that was a Jim Henson thing. So I want to see that.
Well, yeah, Brian Henson. I think Jim had passed by then, but yeah.
They have a puppetry museum in Georgia, in Atlanta.
Yeah. So, yeah, you were just telling me during the break that you have a secret, hidden like puppetry.
Yeah, I'll
background.
tell anybody. I was a puppeteer in my people are like worried about what they're gonna do, what they're gonna wear for the prom, and like the football team's like, yeah, we gotta win championship, and like I'm in my basement carving like marionettes because that was my life.
I feel like we need to see a Neotropolis puppet from you. Like I think it would be really cool if you showed up with like some kind of alien puppet.
They took a
or
long
something.
time. Like I had to like carve them out of like cherry wood. Like I would just get like a big hunk of cherry wood and I would just chisel that bitch until I made something out of it.
Make like a little alien that you bring to planet Kepler 609c.
Jules, I don't need another Neotropolis project.
Oh, you'll do it.
I might.
All
That
right,
would be fun.
Mr. Snakes.
Mr. Snakes, I like that.
So let's talk about your new releases.
Yeah.
You've been adding vocals, so you've got things to say.
You got things to say.
Yeah. Are we like how adult can we get with our language here?
You can fucking say whatever the fucking
you
fuck
want.
fuck
Okay,
you
well
want.
I'm gonna say fuck Trump, fuck ICE. So
Yeah.
like that's kind of where I'm at with things right now. And yeah,
Dude, as a Canadian, I'm really apprehensive about flying down to LA because
I know.
like walking around places with
timing.
guys with freaking machine guns, like it's like going down to some whacked out country in God knows where.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I've been for like the last year and a half. I guess I've felt like a lot of other people have felt, where it's just kind of like disengaged, disenfranchised, like don't feel like we really have much of a voice in our U.S. government and what is happening in the world. So I just kind of hit this wall creatively where I just was writing instrumental stuff and was thinking to myself, this feels, and no knock to anybody else that's like writing instrumental stuff, but it just felt like it wasn't doing it for me anymore. Like I felt like I needed to actually be a little bit more clear with like where I stood and try and use whatever small platform I have to try and get a message out, and let people know that they're not alone, and what is kind of a pretty scary time. So yeah, I mean, Red Flags is not that song. That is more of a relationship like related thing.
I was gonna say Red Flags is a pretty stark image of that type of
yeah,
anger.
you could interpret it
You definitely could.
in whatever way you want to. So I'm sure that it could be interpreted in that vein. Reset is much more like blatantly about what's going on in the world around us. And then some of the tracks that I currently have in progress right now they also have lyrics that are metaphorically kind of hitting those same points. So yeah, the next album that I put out, or the next couple of tracks at least, will definitely have more of that kind of messaging, just because I'm tired of being fucking quiet about stuff, and I want people to know that they have an ally and me, and it's also just really great therapy for me. Like I'm always writing music as a way of just dealing with my own emotions. Like my first album was about like kind of coping with health stuff and my mom passing away, and my second album was like dealing with a failed relationship where I was getting a divorce, etc. And so now this is just kind of taking it a different direction, and I feel like it also gives me an excuse to get back to my punk roots and just play around with my instrumentation in different ways. So
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
I think we'll agree that means there is a lot of material for you.
Yeah.
There is no end to the material.
It's like a different day, a different
that you
chapter.
could write about right
It's
now.
incredible. Like it's like the well is just full of fish, and like you could just not even try hard and pull out a big fat tuna. Like there's so many things like you can't keep up with it. I can't keep up. All I can say is it's a crazy world. I'm just like, yeah, how many months we got? And like just trying to count this down because it's some crazy shit, some crazy authoritarian type of stuff. We don't get too political like on social media anymore, just because I just got tired of like arguing with people. But
that's fair.
But as artists and as Americans, I feel like I want my America back.
Don't worry.
Things like this.
We're cooking up something here in Canada.
Please take us over.
Burn down the White House a second time. We'll liberate you.
I love Tim Hortons. I love maple syrup.
And you love our Canadian geese.
Yeah, so I'm good. And we'll bring up some McRibs, and we'll just have a big party.
You had to bring up McRibs. Oh man.
Yeah. So as an artist, though, I feel like that is the artist's job to really truly reflect on the changing times and to really make an impact and speak your mind, whether it's through music, even if it's instrumental, or if it's lyrical, then it's even more pointed, therapy. It's therapy for the listener, it's therapy for the artist. It's good to have music out there, and it's good to have a voice because, I feel like, it's one thing that we still have as Americans, as people. We still have the ability to share these feelings, and fortunately right now we are still in a time that you can go out and make your protest stuff, and some countries it's even crazier. Yeah, right. That's like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, but right now, things need to be said, and I'm glad people are saying it.
What I was telling Karin this. I mean, if it gets really bad, y'all can just marry me and become Canadians. I'll take in the synth fam.
Wait, is that like I feel like what was that Mormon?
Yeah, Mormon.
You could be like the synth Mormon.
Yeah, we got Canadian Mormons up here.
I'm trying to come up with like a clever name for it all.
Maple Mormons.
Maple Mormons. I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
So speaking of maple, what do you got cooking up?
That was pretty good. I was waiting for the segue. I'm like, where's he gonna go with this one?
I don't know. I want to talk about your upcoming music.
I'm hungry for brunch right now.
Speaking of cooking,
eggs Benedict.
I've got, like I said, some more vocal tracks that are currently in the works right now. I've been more focused on, Boston Bit Down, which was a couple weeks ago, and then Neotropolis in late April. But kind of once I get clear of those two shows, then it's kind of back to the studio, and the hope is to try and release an album later this year, like exploring some different collaborations from a mixing, mastering perspective, just to maybe freshen things up. Again, kind of a lot of this is experimentation for me. Like I haven't really released a full vocal album before, so it's fun just kind of trying some different things out and using this as kind of a testing ground for something different creatively.
Nice. Yeah, it's totally cool, and I can't wait to hear. It's great that artists can have the freedom to just kind of change up, it's like wearing a new pair of clothes, a new pair of clothes. That didn't sound right.
It's like new pair of pants.
New pair of pants. Yeah, I think it's cool, and I love when artists do that. Like I'm not a big fan of an artist that's always like, I gotta put out the same old stuff because that's what people want. Like, you're an artist, you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's why people are fans. It's the the innovativeness of the artist that I think is what most people gravitate to. And that's one thing that AI is not going to replace. It's just the fact that you can change it up and do something completely different. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think everybody is making music to, just be creative in their own way, and people are going to make a style of music as long as it speaks to them. And so I don't have any issues with people that are continuing to make certain types of music or whatever. Like, it's just I mean, everybody's kind of exploring things in their own unique way. So I think that I don't think that anybody should be discouraged from exploring and starting to make music, and just trying to create however they can create. So
You guys make what you want to make, and you'll have listeners.
Yep.
yeah,
So
exactly. Like, it's most important to follow your own kind of creative like inspirations, and see where that takes you. And like you guys are saying, the people that click with that and really enjoy it, they'll come along on the ride with you. And the people that don't like it, then it's whatever. Like, you didn't need them on the journey anyway.
Right. Absolutely.
They're still your older stuff. It's like, I remember when the Midnight was changing up their sound, and they were like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh." But you know what? Their old stuff didn't drop off Spotify. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
Right.
It's good.
All right, well, let's play this last track for tonight,
let's
and
do
we'll
it.
let you go. But here it is from the small little EP Red Flags, which has 2 tracks on it, Red Flags and Reset, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. This is Watch Out for Snakes with the titular track, Red Flags, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Red Flags by Watch Out for Snakes. I like that. Yeah, it's got like this, like you said, it's got that punk vibe. Like, it sounds like you're singing in like a megaphone and like you're like just shouting out to the people. And I think that's cool. It's a cool vibe. Definitely like a post-punk kind of, I didn't hear the lyrics, but I'm too busy running my mouth. I'll have to listen to it again, but I like the sound. It's got that classic, almost like, new wave meets punk kind of sound, like that whole.
And the NES sound is still in there.
And right. You still have like right.
It's still WOFS.
Exactly. So I love the new direction.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you picked up on all the like just sound or musical references there, because as you were kind of going through, like, it's got new wave, and it's got post punk and like all that stuff. Like I'm like yes, those are all my favorite genres.
Yeah.
So, and then like you were saying, just trying to keep a little bit of that video game flavor in there is important to me. So
it's cool.
I'm liking where things are going, so I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it too.
Sex Pistols, yes. Who was that? That was
it was Seven Rising.
Seven Rising.
Speaking of, that's the next track we're gonna play. But first, we have to wrap up this interview.
Yeah.
So, Matt, tell everyone where to find you on socials, which platforms, and I'm gonna guess not
Twitter,
not Zitter.
I'm definitely not on shitter anymore. So there's my official site, which is watchoutforsnakestheband.com. I'm on Instagram with the same handle, watchoutforsnakestheband. And then I'm on Blue Sky. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what my handle is on there, but if you search for Watch Out for Snakes, I'm sure you'll find me.
I think it's Watch Out for Snakes the Band.bluesky or whatever.
Yeah, probably. It's interesting. Like I've been engaged, but kind of not engaged with social media lately. I've kind of been taking a little bit of a break. So
I think
and part of that is just to try and focus on creative projects and life stuff and all that. But you can find me on all those places. I'm also on Bandcamp. Watchoutforsnakestheband.bandcamp.com, and that's either my official site or Bandcamp is where you can find most of my tracks and merch if you're interested, or if you can't make it out to Neo.
I must say you have the coolest shirts.
Oh, thank you. I'm kind of starved for good design ideas recently, but
you changed up some of the colors and everything on the new shirt design, and so I've got both, and they're amazing.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, I'll have plenty of stuff at Neotropolis there for anybody who does not have.
Jules.
We're gonna load up on Seersha hot sauce and WOFS t-shirts.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing my street cleaner t-shirt right now.
Nice.
I think that he's got some rad merch as well. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. A lot of things to see and do that I'm looking forward to.
It's literally like a month and a couple of days.
It's like 38 days.
A month
Tomorrow
and 5
will be
days.
38 days.
Yeah. 37 actually.
38 days.
It's gonna be, before I know it, it's gonna be like it's 5 days away.
Like, Jules will be like, I can't
get enough lights
together. Damn
but any shout outs you want to do to anybody out there you love?
Gosh, I mean, there's always too many, but I'll just shout out my fellow artists at Neo that are going to be there. Like, I'm excited for them. Street Cleaner, Seersha, Eclectotron, Knight Rider 87, Starfarer. We got Faith in the Glitch there. I'm excited to see Oddity.
Yes.
I've been following for a little bit. This will be my first time seeing them live, so that's going to be awesome. And then of course, like the Megatronics boys will be there as
the Robs.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of friends there that I'm super super psyched about, and other than that, just thanks to everybody for tuning in and continuing to support, and thanks to you guys for doing the podcast and continuing to give folks like me a platform and the fans a place to.
Dude, we're fans like everyone else, so
Yeah.
we get to say, yeah, you know who I talked to last night? Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. We would do it even if we didn't have any like buddy that even listens to the show. We would just be like
just me and Dennis.
We would call it two old men talking about music, and we would still do it because we love it. You know, this is what we do. So,
well, hit me up if you're ever thinking seriously about that video game podcast.
You know what? If you're interested,
I will raise my hand as potential co-host for that.
All right.
So.
Like, I need another hobby, but Jules, I want to do it. Like, my new thing is I had these like little handhelds. You buy them from like AliExpress, and like
with the retro emulation and everything.
Yes. Oh my God. I had this. It's called a Mayu Mini. It's like so small, but like you can just like load up like all the NESs, SNESs.
I'm glad you loaded up Star Control 2.
I did.
Oh my God, that game! I haven't thought about that game in ages.
Yeah, that game was stellar, and now you're one of the elite. Dennis.
I even loaded up the Street Cleaner game too. I'm gonna play that when I'm gonna bring it to Neotropolis. I'm gonna play right in front of Jesse. I'll be like,
Awesome.
I can't beat this guy.
By the way,
one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Like, one thing I did forget to shout out. We've been talking about Neo this entire time, and I forgot to hype it up. But like, on visuals this time, I'm actually going to be collaborating with a visualist there. By the name of Demon Core from San Francisco. So that's something that is like really popular in the chiptune scene, is collaborating with a live visualist, and I've been enjoying that experience at a lot of like the chip events that I've been performing at. So that's one of the things that I'm excited to share with everybody that will be different from a normal WOFS performance at Neotropolis.
That's cool. No, I really can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited. Very good.
All right. Well, so thank you, sir, for coming on the show. It's been too long since we've had you on.
Yeah.
But we are going to corner you on the streets of Neo for a quick little interview, too, because we're going to do like a post-Neo episode with all the artists that we got to talk to.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll just throw it together. Maybe, I don't know, Jules, we'll figure something out, but it'll be like guerrilla style.
Guerrilla style on the streets of Kepler 609C.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And we'll
So,
chat again.
yeah, we can't wait to see you in person.
Same. I'm excited.
All right, well, stick around. We'll say bye-bye behind this track. I just want to do a quick shout-out to Juncture Splicer 12, who joined us in the YouTubes.
That's a great name.
Right.
I love it.
So, Zenith Sounds was kind enough to send over the latest single from Missouri artist Seven Rising, a.k.a. Jonah. And as always, it features stellar production and mixing with Jonah's sublime vocals, too. So, here it is. This is Seven Rising with Still, right here on Night Ride FM.
You say my name like it's a test, like it's a game we haven't played yet. I follow you and watch you dance. You slowly move into my hands. You lean in close, I feel your breath. I want to take it, but I second guess. I want you still. inside my dreams. I want you still under my love, under my love. I want you still. I want you still. I want you still. Under my love. Under my love. I want you still. I want you still under my love. I want you still.
And that was Seven Rising with Still. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Quick shout out to Oddity, who has joined us.
Hey.
Matt, you're still with us. You mentioned that you're excited to see Oddity. So are we.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna do one more, and I think then we're gonna go into what we have our touring and events, right, Jules?
Yes. So, Mexican artist Toxxic Project sent over his album, his entire album, which it's not out till May 8th.
Oh shit!
But yeah, he was kind enough to send me the whole thing, and it. We're gonna give you an early listen to one of the tracks. So here it is. This is the album, by the way, is called Signal from Nowhere.
Nice.
And here it is. This is Toxxic Project with Dead Zone right here on Night Ride FM.
And understand, don't negotiate with a tiger. They admire a tiger with the battle. True fucking nature!
And that was Toxxic Project. I love the name Toxxic Project.
Right?
Anything with the word toxic in it, I think, is like totally like.
Yeah. I
Just-
believe it's Sebastian, right? He's over in the YouTube. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Sebastian, and
Nice.
yeah, from Mexico. And I think he's been on the Perzinth Records label before too. I told you, Perzinth, they discover, they got some really cool people on that label.
Good stuff. All right. So coming up right now, we are going to be doing some touring and events. Yes? Touring and events?
Yes.
All right. So making sure.
So one of the things we got to say, first of all, is the Time Cop tour has finished.
Right.
And I saw too many photos of too many people having fun at Time Cop shows.
Yeah.
And goddamn.
You go to a Time Cop show, don't you?
Right. And the other thing, though, is Ollie Ride. There have been photos of Ollie Ride, and guess what? He was performing with Boy George in Las Vegas.
That's crazy. Like, yeah, like right next to Boy George. Like, that's pretty.
Right? Our boy Ollie, he's doing well.
Our
And I think
boy
he's
Ollie.
also got 2 shows, LA and San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco with none other than Danny DeLorean.
Oh,
He'll be
nice.
performing with Danny.
Nice.
And who also will be DJing at Neotropolis.
Right, and in fact, he's going to be playing Kaiju because
Same with Faith.
the Neotropolis schedule came out, and all like the side activities and stuff like that, like all Kaiju's complete lineup.
Yeah, so
If you guys don't know, Kaiju is like the coolest. That's where I live. I live in Kaiju.
a giant nightclub on Kepler 609.
It's a nightclub / noodle bar, and I live there. Like that's I'm gonna have like a little desk, and like if you want to come and greet me, like
come say hi to the Dawn.
Come sit down to like
the Space Dawn.
Yeah, I'll definitely be spending a lot of time there. So especially with so many awesome artists playing Kaiju as well. So
yeah.
All right. Speaking of awesome artists playing, we got some more to talk about.
Yeah.
What do we got here? March 10th with the that's done.
Well, to the 22nd. Oh,
to
wait,
the
it is
22nd.
done. Yeah.
Done.
All right.
March 31st through May 5th, we have the North American tour with Health and Carpenter Brute. That is in the USA and Canada. Very cool.
Can't wait. April 8th to May 30th, the Face Off tour with Dance with the Dead, Magic Sword, and Megan McDuffie.
Yeah.
And that goes on all over the U.S., 41 stops.
That's awesome. We have April 16th through May 15th, we have the Time Machines tour with the Midnight in USA and Canada. So that's fun.
And let's see, April 24th to May 30th, Spread the Code. Master Boot Record returns to USA and Canada.
Yeah. And of course, last but not least, I feel like we can't stop talking about this. April 29th through May 3rd, we have Neotropolis with Joy Bishop, Megatronic, Megatronic's Residrone, Street Cleaner, Starfare, Eclectatron. Did I get it right?
You got it.
Yes! For once in my life. Watch out for Snakes, of course. Seersha, Knight Rider 87, Power Rob, Oddity, and Faith in the Glitch in the Maha.
I guess I should put Danny DeLorean there because, there's synth personalities abound.
Yeah, so much synths all over the place. Synthing everywhere. Very good, and you can find out about Synthwave events by going to Google and Googling it because, what else are you going to do?
Google Synthwave events. It'll take you straight to our little calendar. Infinity reminded me, Essinger is also on tour with Echoes.
That's right. We got to get that on.
I should know that because the night I'm going to see Master Boot Record, Essinger is playing the same night. Fortunately, they're in the same building, just on 2 different floors.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll be running up and down the stairs.
But that's awesome, though. So, yeah, Essinger, we definitely have to add that to our tours and events. But, yeah, it's great. You can check out the stateofsynth.com. You can check out Night Ride FM /blog. Just Google it, and you'll figure it out.
Just Google Synthwave events. You'll find us.
But, yeah, it's very, very fun. All right, so what are we... What?
It's time for a song.
Oh, yeah.
it's been a while since we played something from Seattle artist Hideotronic.
Oh, that's right.
He's dropped a couple of new albums recently. One is a collection of hard-hitting bass beats that he's had for several years. And then there's this one. It's a beautiful, romantic, synth-laden adventure.
Wait a second
called
here.
What?
Did you add it? How many songs did you put?
9.
Oh my God. Chasing. This is. I have. Did I put them out of order? Oh my God. Chasing after. Okay, I'm good. These are live shows we do. Thank you.
Right. So this
Continue.
album, it's called Follow That Ship.
Follow.
And from the album, this is Hideotronic with Chasing After Starlight right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Hideo. I want to say Hideo because I'm thinking of Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, it's sort of Hideotronic. It's like Hideo.
So I did
Kojima,
say it
but-
right?
Yeah, with the tronic on the end.
I can't even play the right song.
Like Eclectotron.
Oh my god, this is what happens when we do shows that are like too late in the evening, and I just get all flustered. But yeah, as Boop had said, shout out to Boop. This is a live show, and we are human. We are not robots. We are not replaced by AI yet, and I'm happy about that.
Nanu.
Bitty, 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 bitty.
Beady, 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 beady. Okay, bud.
We're getting punchy now.
Honestly, Groot, I think we should just change the station name to Jesse Mock FM.
Yeah.
Or change our show name to The State of Jesse.
The State of Jesse Mock.
Because this man is a synth and guitar demon who just doesn't stop dropping music.
We need to count how many times we've had him, played on this show. Yeah, I feel like it's got to at least be 20.
Dude, don't look at my Spotify playlist because it's turning into a Jesse Mock playlist.
God.
But so he's once again partnered up with French artist Lost Child and Swedish artist List, who we had on last season, for a single to follow up his samurai-themed album, Way of Kamakura. And so this single, it's called Corrupted Ronin. And you're listening to it here on Night Ride FM.
Corrupted Ronin by Jesse Mock, Last Child, and List. Very nice. Good stuff. Is that it? No, we have one more song we're going to play, I believe.
But first, Craig Packman. It's going to be his birthday this Friday.
Shoot.
Which would be Thursday for the rest of us, because he
Nice.
lives in the future. So,
awesome.
yeah, happy birthday to you this Friday, Craig Packman. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Ruth, crikey.
Did I get rid of it? I got rid of it. I didn't get. Well, you know what? Hang on one second. I do a happy birthday. Hold on one second. Happy birthday, Craig Packman. We're like the only podcast that does like a specific birthday for like one person. Like, remember we used to do the birthdays?
Oh, yeah.
And,
Well, I
like-
used to rattle off the artist birthdays.
Well, we got to the point where we just knew too many people, and like it was just taking
Well,
like, an
yeah.
hour.
Everybody's got a birthday.
Everybody's got a birthday.
Go
That's
figure.
the amazing thing. I love birthdays, Jules. I love cake. Do you like cake or do you like the?
I'm not a dessert fan.
I like the Carvel, the ice cream cake. That shit.
I like chocolate mousse. If somebody gave me like a giant bowl of chocolate mousse, I could.
Just gave you a
enjoy that.
big bowl of chocolate mousse.
Yeah, I'll stick my face in it.
Can't even. All right, let's move on from that.
All right, it's time to wrap it up.
Yep.
Folks, we like reminding folks that there is a book out there called Making Synthwave, How an Online Music Community Invented a Genre.
Yeah.
And it's written by a doctorate in synthwave, Jess Blaze Ward.
The doctor
and-
will see you.
The doctor will see you now.
Jess
Yeah,
Blaze
so
Ward.
she talks about the history of synthwave, all the old, the artists, the OGs. She delves into how to make certain tracks, like tracks from Kavinsky, The Midnight, Sierra. She talks about women in synthwave. She talks about podcasts in synthwave, like some podcasts you might know.
Yep.
Like Beyond Synth,
Yeah.
because he's a cool guy.
That's a spot-on impression of him, by the way. Real quick shout out to Synthetic and Johnny 5. Synthetic just got in before the buzzer, so good on you, my friend. You made it.
You know what? That reminds me of Synthetic Sundays.
That's right, yeah. That was
with
another.
Marco Merrick.
Yeah, it's another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Mentioned in the book, actually.
Yeah. So check that out. Also, too, we have a website. We also, Jules, did you know that we have interviews on our website that aren't even on the show?
I had no idea. Do tell more.
So we have 3 awesome interviews up there so far. I can't remember for the life of me who. We had Vincenzo Salvia. We just had him. He's our most recent interview that we have up there. Mm-hmm. His is really cool. He talks about, the making synthwave and, giving that Italian flavor. And, he sounds like a really fun guy. I'd love to get him on the show. But in the interim, you can read about Vincenzo Salvia along with, who else do we have?
Earmake, all the way from
Earmake.
Ukraine.
That's right.
Earmake. So, it was interesting to hear from him because poor guy, he's making synthwave in a war zone.
Yeah, slightly different outlook on things.
Yeah.
He
but
gets a little real.
He's still cranking tunes out. So
Yeah.
good on him.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. So yeah, we're gonna keep. Speaking of cranking out, we're gonna keep cranking out those interviews. You can check that out at the stateofsynth.com. Just a new format. Sometimes we don't have time to get everyone on and talk to the people that we want to talk to, whether it's just the time thing or a time zone issue where you got people that are going to bed when we're waking up. It's a big wide world out there, Jules.
Hearts and Beta is right. If you go to the interview, we talk about how Vincenzo Salvia has got a track played in Stranger Things.
Yeah, a cool scene too.
Cool scene, yeah. The cool pool scene.
The cool pool scene with the cougar.
By the way, Dennis, you don't have that sup fuckers soundbite from our friend George, do you?
I do not. I'd have to.
It would take a while to find it.
I have to
Sorry
isolate
for me, because his birthday was on the 17th, and I was hoping to hear a sup fuckers from George.
Yeah.
aka Arcadian.
You know what? That actually that would be a nice little soundbite. I have to see if I can scrape that together.
We'll work on that.
In honor of George. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the Friday at midnight at Neotropolis, there is going to be a Starcadian tribute DJ set or event. So we'll tell you all about it. There'll be lots of cameras and phones filming. So.
Yep. It's going to be something truly special, I think. You know.
It's happy belated Infamy.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the flip side with that sample.
Yeah, man.
Also, Dennis, Night Ride FM.
It's a place. It's a station.
It's a station. It has multiple stations, actually, multiple channels. So if you like your data wave and your space synth and your chill synth and your this thin synth and that wave and everybody's wave.
Everyone's wave.
There is a channel for you on the nightride.fm YouTube.
Whichever way you wave.
Yeah, if you come to the nightride.fm website, you can check out the stations. I'll just jump over there right now. There's horror synth and EVSM.
Yep.
And dark synth. And yeah, okay, so everything you ever wanted. Feel free to come over, and people like Scary Guy. Night Ride is on the Wrecked network.
That's right.
So you can check out Scary Guy's DJ sets.
Yeah.
And also to get a real IRC client. Otherwise, you're going to get booted all the time.
Yeah. You got to get a good dedicated IRC. You got to get in there. Get in there like a pro. And, who needs social media when you have IRC? That's what
Go old school or...
Go old school.
Won't go at all. It costs money to run the Night Ride FM web servers and the bandwidth, because we do stream on the nightride.fm site at 320 kilobits per second. Fuck whatever YouTube does. But head on over to patreon.com/nightridefm if you want to help Z with the bills. And I think that's it. Oh, we totally forgot to shout out our friends at Retro Hit Radio down on the other side of the planet.
That's right.
Yeah, retrohitradio.co.nz if you want more synthwave and 80s tunes spinning all day long.
Rundown?
Oh, yeah.
For good old Craigie?
Yeah.
On his
Craig
birthday, no
loves
less.
The roll call.
Yeah.
So all the folks who jumped into the chats, FF, Craig Packman, Scary Guy, Pizza Milo, Seven Rising, Boop, Toxxic Project, Jack DeHarts, Vasto, Pixel Shader, System Glitch, Infamy, Kylie Hausman, Dysterian, Johnny Pipe, Death Racer, Jeff Creature, Hearts and Beta, Karin, Zoe Lee, Juncture Splicer 12, Oddity, and finally, last but not least, Synthetic. Thank you guys for popping in the show and listening tonight.
You guys are great.
Mm-hmm.
Play you out? Is that what?
Yeah. So that's our show.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. And a big thanks to our guests. Watch out for snakes. We're going to play you out with a song from Aztec Records artists, Heartbreak City, who hail from the far reaches of the UK in a place called Newport.
Ooh. Delicious.
They have a new self-titled album out in both normal and instrumental versions. And this is Heartbreak City with Pamela. From all of here at us. From all of us here at Night Ride FM. Have a great night.
And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She's always watching over me. She dives right in whenever I am lost at sea. She saves my soul, the one that's in control. My heart's pumping. More than just paper on a wall. So picture perfect, even Monet could not draw the thing you are. A restless sister.